Call the regular meeting of the Milliken Board of Trustees of December 18th to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. So excited, guys.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will the town clerk please call the roll?
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Burak?
Here.
Trustee Smith?
Here.
Trustee Trailer? Here. Trustee Ehrlich?
Here.
Trustee Wakeman?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Austin?
Here.
Mayor Woodcock?
Here, finally. Agenda approval. Does anyone have any additions or deletions to the agenda? If not, I'll take a motion to approve it.
We have an addition.
Second.
We have an addition?
Yes.
Oh.
Right? We did?
There's an addition for project management services. Sorry, I was playing with my recorder, it wasn't working. Staff added a contract for project management services.
So do I have a motion to approve the agenda with the addition?
I second it.
All right,
I so move to approve the agenda with the addition of the project management services contract.
I second it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All in favor?
Aye.
Passes. All right. Citizens' comments. I believe we have a visitor for citizens' comments.
Chiefy.
Merry Christmas!
I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, a happy, prosperous, and safe New Year.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you all here next year. So,
Santa,
everybody have a very
you got to go to the podium,
Yeah,
state
you
your
gotta
name and your
talk.
address.
Santa Claus, the North Pole.
You have any presents for us?
Too early.
That's too early.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to take care of that next week.
All right.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, I have a question.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Am I on the naughty list or the nice list? this
Lots of
year?
coal, big chunks of coal.
Well, you know, that's a real long list, and I haven't figured them all out yet.
Good answer. Good answer.
But I'm sure everything's going to work out okay.
Thank you.
I should be number one on that list. I'm just
You guys, you have a very
Merry Christmas.
Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Maybe. Alrighty.
You didn't give me 3 minutes.
I didn't give him 3 minutes. He didn't want 3 minutes.
Busy man.
Minutes of the previous meeting. Is there any discussion or comments on the minutes? Any questions? Nothing?
Nope.
All right. I'll enter. Go ahead. You're ready to roll.
Move to approve.
Second.
Oh, time lag.
All in favor?
Aye. Too much sugar.
Righteous. Alrighty. Hey, it's all the way down there. All right. Acknowledgement of paid list of bills. Do we have any questions on the bills before I call the finance director up? Or can we just move on? Questions?
Not this past month.
Is this our Christmas gift?
I signed a lot of those checks, so I'm done.
All right, moving on. Moving on to number 8, which is the town administrator's report.
Yes, Mayor, a couple of items. I know that everybody living on Josephine knows that the Josephine Storm Sewer Project is going on, but just wanted to let the rest of the town know that the FEMA Storm Sewer Project, about $1.9 million from Lola Park all the way down past the railroad tracks has started and is underway. The staff is working through some issues with the engineering and some of the problems they run into when they opened up the street and see where water lines are that shouldn't be there, et cetera. So we're working through all of that, and as far as I know, it's still on schedule. So that'll continue through the spring and definitely help improve the water situation in the old part of town. The other one that I told you earlier about was the TRPR announcement that they're adding an addition to our existing swimming pool that will include a lap pool, hot tub, and some breakout meeting rooms. So that, I think that will be a very nice addition to the town of Milliken and for the citizens to use. Looking forward to seeing that completed.
Do we know if they are going to do any repairs that we have talked to them about in the past with the slide and the baby pool and the interior of the building?
I think they're doing some of the ceiling tiles, and some of the work on the inside of the building and the shower room. But the last word I got was they didn't budget any money to do anything with the baby pool or converting it to a splash pool.
What about the main pool there? The concrete,
Yeah,
is that an issue too?
well, they got a broken line under the decking that Clint indicated they will fix. They'll have to do some concrete work to get to that, so, yeah. Hopefully it'll be better one way or the other.
Could we have them come and give a presentation to us, and can we determine if we need to authorize this, if it's our pool? I just feel like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, somebody's gonna say, why didn't the board get a handle on this one?
Yeah.
And I don't want that to be negative at all. I'm very grateful for what they're doing, but I feel like we should be some kind of a partner in this and at least know what they're, see the plans, know what's happening.
Yeah, I think this came up so quickly that we haven't had those discussions, but obviously we do need to finalize some kind of an agreement with TRPR on operation, maintenance, repairs, et cetera. Yeah. I think when they were here for the budget meeting, they mentioned that there was nothing for the baby pool till 2020, so I still think it'd be nice if they would speed that up a little bit. But
Yes.
we'll get a hold of Clint, respond to his email about the good news, and tell him that we need to sit down with them and work out an agreement.
Great.
Are we the ones that inspect it, or who inspects it?
Well, it would all be inspected through the town. All the work is gonna be inspected through the town, through staff, through pro code.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna have to pull permits, they're gonna have to go
Yeah.
through planning and zoning, I mean, everything's still gonna have to be legally done the same way.
So
It's
if-
just,
if they didn't pass the inspection, I don't know.
they have to fix it, bring it up to code.
Yeah, they wouldn't get an
Condition.
occupancy
certain time.
certificate for the building
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
So,
Yes, I agree with you.
but it would be nice to get a work session with them, get some discussion on it. And, I mean, I'm all excited that they're willing to put that kind of money
Oh,
into
yeah,
it,
absolutely.
but
Exciting.
it'd be nice if they'd come to us and bring it to us and have a discussion with us. So. Is that all you have?
I got hot.
You want to dump some stone on, or water on the stones so we can get the sauna going?
Yeah.
I thought it was nice up here. I'm comfortable.
Also, hi.
You could bring the chair out when I'm done. Oh. Yep. So tonight's kind of a odd night. I'm gonna come out and say it. I don't know, it's been, what, a year and a half Leonard's been here almost,
Yeah.
roughly?
Pretty close. At
And
least
tonight's
one.
his last official meeting as the interim town administrator. And I can tell you for the last year and a half, it was an absolute joy to work with him. I'm sure he'll be happy to leave and quit getting phone calls from me. Although I have a cell phone, so I'm still gonna call him. And I'd say in the last year and a half, for all the time I've lived in Milliken before I left for the military, after I got back and ran as mayor, of all the town administrators, he's probably done more work and pushed more things through in a year and a half than anyone else ever has. He's completed more projects, looked out for the best interest of our town than probably I've ever heard of in any town administrator that we've had. You can tell he'd get hot and heated. He protected his staff. He looked after his staff all the time. You know, we'd have some pretty disgruntled arguments about things, but he'd set me straight, and he definitely made sure that they were doing what they needed to do, and he took care of them. He kept the board in up to par on everything. We always knew what was going on. If we had a question, he was willing to answer it. And he knew how to deal with disgruntled citizens that would call him or come in the office and bother him too. They usually never came back.
He's not getting Christmas cards from that.
Yeah, there's quite a few people he's not getting Christmas cards from. I've met a lot of people in my life, flying around the world, going to different places, and Leonard's one of a kind. He can meet you on the first day and show his heart to you and take care of you. It saddens me to see him go. The coming in town administrator has really big shoes to fill in that aspect. It's going to be hard to come up to fill those shoes. I will be the first one to say that. I don't know if anyone else has anything they want to say. Kind of send them off.
Thank you for everything that you've done for the town, especially the projects that you have prioritized, and really can see the improvement just starting with downtown alone. Just thank you for getting rid of the weeds, Leonard. They were bothersome.
Oh, yeah.
So, such an improvement. Thank you very much.
Anyone else?
Mayor,
Thanks
may
for
I?
everything, Leonard, really. It's just a joy to come in and talk to you, and you truly do open up and tell me everything I want to hear about, and we're not going to see you go too quick.
Yeah,
You're going to be here for a while,
I'll be around, yeah.
so thank you so much.
I didn't have the pleasure of working with you as long, Leonard, so I'm glad I've known you as long as I have known you,
Yeah,
and
go back
thanks.
to high school.
Yeah, thanks for all
You
you've
guys are
done for the
related,
town.
I heard.
Somehow. He's related to everyone. Haven't you heard?
I don't think we are. Well, yep, there's that sort of better.
Second
Better.
cousin.
Yep, it gets there.
See, I told you.
I'm the same as Peggy. Haven't been able to work with you very long, but from what I've seen, you're a workaholic. Like, you just get projects going. And it was hard to keep up with. Like, with all the different projects we had, and you just would get them done. I'm like, oh, okay. Where's that one? Oh, okay, it's there. So, thank you for all your work.
Well, I appreciate all that, but y'all need to know the staff, and we don't have a big staff. We're not overstaffed in any of the areas, but they got things done. And there's a lot of things hanging out there that still need to be done, but kind of prioritized, and emergencies came up, and we have to take care of those. But yeah, it was great being here. I enjoyed it.
That's what I mean.
You're a good leader.
This is about him, and he's still toting about the staff. That shows the kind of guy he is.
And a good leader.
Well, Mayor, on behalf of staff, I would like to add to everything that you said. It's all very true. But we have not had the kind of atmosphere in the town hall and other places around like we have now with Leonard. It's been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure working with him, working on the projects that the board has given us. And we've done it in a way that made coming to work a lot more fun than it's been for a long time. So, you know, there's a lot to be said about enjoying where you go and doing the projects that we've done, no matter how hard, how many hours it took. I think everybody that works with Leonard to step up and do it twice as hard if we had to. So he appreciated us, and that was well known. So I'd like to say thank you.
Anyone else want anything they want to throw in? Or?
Yeah, I do. Thanks, Leonard, for answering that phone call when you didn't know who it was. Asking if you're interested in getting out of retirement.
Yeah. You asked if I'd help out for a little while, and I was thinking 2 months, and then almost 2 years.
So, thanks for everything.
Anyone else? Good?
Thanks for coming in when you didn't have to. Means a lot to our town.
Thank
You
you.
were already retired and you took the time out to help Milliken. It's really appreciated.
Have you scared Tim off yet?
He's
No?
still here, so.
It's contract.
It's
I
the,
just came to the realization I don't want to let any of you down, so it's been nice. From my standpoint, it's been an honor to work with Leonard also. Tim Singwald. When I'm looking through stuff, trying to get my feet on the ground, he's making all the hard decisions. It's given me a really good chance to do a lot of research and look at stuff. When I come up with questions about the way something's working, he says, well, I already fixed that, and I go, good. But there's been a lot of those. There have been a few of those where he says, well, I'm leaving that to the new guys, so it'll be interesting. But it was wonderful to have someone like this to bounce questions off of. He knows the people, he knows the property, he knows what's going on. He's got a history of the water here, so I'm tickled that he isn't going to be out the door, and he'll be around to bounce some questions off of. And he's an easy guy to work with.
no. From the town board and the staff, in the town of Milliken, thank you for everything you've done for the last year and a half.
Thank you.
And I'm sure your relation's ready to get you out of town.
Ice fishing, something.
Mr. York.
I don't know, they looked like they had a pretty good lunch the other day.
So, moving on to the action agenda. Item A, consideration and approval of Resolution 18 TAC 40, authorizing certain individuals to act on behalf of the town in business with TBK Bank, Colorado, in other financial matters. Finance Director, Courtney Diller.
Before you tonight is Resolution 1840. What we're doing is we're updating the bank signers with TBK Bank. After the election in April, we hadn't added Leron, and then now adding Tim to all of our bank accounts. So, any questions?
Can I take mine off?
Nope.
I move to approve Resolution 1840 and authorize the mayor to sign.
Whoa. Okay, that was quick. Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Trailer,
Yes.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Trustee Burek,
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman,
Yes.
Trustee Ehrlich,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Austin,
Yes.
and Mayor Woodcock.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Item B, consideration and approval of an agreement for management services. Leonard Weiss, the interim town administrator. But I think that we probably don't need him to present, do we?
No, I
Good.
just have a question.
You have a question, go for it.
Okay, so if you decide to go golfing for the entire month, we don't pay you, do we, Leonard? You are contract based on actually working 20 hours for the week, or the month?
Yeah, unless I work the whole next month, but yeah. I'm planning on a minimum of 20 hours a week, yeah.
A week.
Yeah, 20 hours a
Yeah.
week
Yeah.
for the month. And if you take the whole month off to go golfing,
Well, I think he's got a lot of projects to finish up, so I don't think
then
he's
we
gonna be
would
able
not
to
be
do
end up
that.
paying you.
Yeah.
Okey dokey.
So,
Thank you. Just needed that clarification.
any other questions? Or should we go for a motion?
I move to approve the agreement as presented for contract services with Leonard Weist.
Second.
Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Trustee Ehrlich?
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman?
Yes.
Trustee Burek?
Yes.
Trustee Trailer?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Austin?
Yes.
Mayor Woodcock?
I guess so, yes.
Motion passed.
There's nothing else on the agenda, but I'm gonna throw some on the discussion agenda real quick. Should've done it at the beginning, but I was asked a question going in. Someone asked about the Martin Marietta plant, and if it was up and running, and figured it'd take a couple minutes and discuss that real quick. It's a short meeting anyways. Yes, it's up and running, but it's not under Martin Marietta. They leased it for $10, is that what it was? To Rock and Rail, which is a subsidiary that Martin Marietta owns. And they're basing it off federal guidelines that it's a railroad, so now they can open it up and run it. They had it was an ace in the sleeve. They backdoored everyone, literally. There's people probably still going after them, trying to sue them and change it and everything else. Weld County Commissioners aren't gonna do anything to shut it down. So, but that answer your question?
Sort of.
What else you want?
Are they running trains through Milliken?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they,
Two
not
times.
not as much right now because they're not going full swing. So they're just bringing aggregate every once in a while in.
Not like they were planning on.
No, that hasn't opened up full swing yet, so.
Yeah, I just saw a lot of trains there and saw the smoke coming out of the stack. I said, hey, what's going on here?
Well, the first 2 days they were open, they got in trouble because they had blocked off County Road 15 for 4 hours,
Oh, that's good.
so. Anything else on it? All right, well, there is nothing else technically on the agenda, so
Move to adjourn.
Second.
all in favor?
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Bob,